Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, September 5. So it's not September 5th, it's September 5 is what it's called. Found it, they send me those emails, I've said before, that tell us about new movies, but it's not a popular one. It's like down at the bottom, other things we found. That's how I get a lot of these movies that I've never heard of before. So a lot of them I hear when they come out in the theater, and then I wait for them to come out digitally, obviously, and I watch them. But this one surprised me. I always got to look for those little gems, and this one seems pretty good. It's about the 1972 Summer Olympics in Germany, and I wasn't alive during this time, surprisingly. But I kind of remember, I think I remember this was the one, basically there are a terrorist group that comes in and they take Israel athletes hostage, right? So this story is about American broadcasters who have to change from broadcasting about sports and stuff like that into the hostage situation that's going on. So it's a live situation. So 1972, and it's 7.2 on IMDb. 5,404 people rated it. It's a docudrama, period drama, tragedy, drama, history, and thriller. So who's in it, you might ask? Peter Sarsgaard. What a great family that is, the Sarsgaard family. Anyway, John Magaro is another person I recognize. Chaplin, I think I know, but I can say his name, so that's cool. And it's an hour and 35 minutes. It says on here 2024. I thought it came out just this year, but who knows? I don't know. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Hopefully it's good. It's rated high, but let's check it out. And at the very least, I'll let you know what I think. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of September 5, and well, like a lot of movies and a lot of things in history, I don't know much about going into it, right? So this is based off the true story. I knew there was a true story about the 1972 Olympics where there was a terror attack. And it's interesting, as you watch this film, it's like, back then, we didn't use, like now terrorist, the term terrorist is used on television a lot. This was the first time a terrorist attack and the word or the term terrorist was really used so broadly. They didn't say that in here. It was the first time a terrorist attack was ever on TV. 900 million people watch it because they were broadcasting the Olympics, and they switched to this, which is all the perspective of this movie. But I just assumed, like, the way it's portrayed in the movie is the first time. I mean, the term terrorist existed, but they started to use it on live TV. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm saying it is. So, but this was, again, what I just said. They're and what they say on IMDb. They're doing sports. They're over in Germany watching the Olympics, and ABC, when this happens to be in a position to be able to broadcast, from where they're at, what's going on with this hostage situation. So it's that perspective. It's the control room, whatever they're called, the producers, I guess similar to cameramen, the announcers. Howard Cosell is a part of it. Peter Jennings is another name. These are people that I knew, from later on in history when I was watching, but it was very, very interesting and gripping. Great job storytelling, again, from a different, I keep saying it, but it's so weird. It's not just, a lot of movies are just hey, here's the terrorist attack, the hostage situation, and what's going on, maybe from a spectator standpoint, or hostage, or really gets in. This is all from their perspective of what they're seeing, and it looked like actual footage. I don't know if it was. I should have researched, but I get why the rating's so high, and it's only an hour and 30 minutes long. Like, for some reason I thought it was longer, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's over. But I will say it's a phenomenal piece of storytelling of this, showing ABC what was going on behind the scenes, and then not losing sight of really what happens, for this movie, right? We want to know what's going on with the hostages and everything in the Olympics. We want to know that. But this shares not only that, but what they went through to make this happen, to make the ability to watch things on TV. And from a movie lover, I thought that was really good. You know, like, again, I don't really talk a lot about the, you know, like the technical aspects. I try not to, but I thought I was locked in on all of this. So I felt the acting was good. That I loved the costumes, like all that. The setting was really like, you felt like you were there in 1972. You know, you know, and you think of what was happening there back in 1972. You know, we went to war with Germany. There was so much other stuff going on, and the terrorists, this is known fact, were Palestinian, and they took in the Israeli Olympians. So, you know, there's all that going on. So there's, from a political standpoint, a lot more, and I'm sure more people are probably more, you know, in the know of what was all that about. But just from the movie and the way that they portrayed all of that, including ABC, and Peter Sarsgaard is like the head of what's going on there. Like, he's making the decisions to make this stuff happen. You know, like, go on air, show camera one, that kind of stuff. So there you go. Definitely worth the watch. I didn't know how the end of the hostage situation ends going into this. I'm not sure why, but now I do. And that made it even more interesting as I went through this hour and 30-minute film. There you go. Rambled a knot. Hopefully I was helpful. Go check it out if you're into, you know what I mean, like live events like this, even though it's about like terrorism, which isn't great. So, all right. I rambled enough. Hopefully I was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.